All right, hey guys, today we have an epic, very unusual, unique, amazing, in-demand video for you. We are all the way at Sal from Fruit Hunters, his farm, and we're gonna do a fruit tour. He is such an interesting guy, has a huge social media presence, and just so genuine, and he's living this real lifestyle. He just chopped these coconuts for us. We just ate some of these greens below that are apparently way higher in protein than even spinach, and he has all these unusual, incredible things, weird looking fruits that taste like freaking gummy worms. So we're gonna do a tour, so stick around to the end. It's gonna be awesome, and let's say hello to Sal. How's it going?
It's going well.
Yeah, you are glowing. Okay,
Oh,
I gotta
thank you
say,
so much,
you're
Julia.
whites in your eyes, your skin, is it because of this lifestyle?
It must be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you were eating burgers, standard American, I would not be looking at the same.
Yeah, probably be a little more dull, not so lively. Probably wouldn't feel so great either, because I used to eat burgers. I started being plant-based at around 19 years old, and I've stuck with it ever since. I'm 29 now, so I'm 10 years in the lifestyle, and I've never really deviated. I've been on it focused.
Wow, so what has the plant-based lifestyle done for you, and what happened when you first adopted it? Like, what triggered you to switch? Because a lot of people don't switch, right?
Yeah, for me it was my intuition. So I didn't feel right killing animals to eat. I didn't feel like it was necessary, and also when I ate animal flesh, I felt lethargic. It didn't feel right. It wasn't sitting well with me. Like a lot of people, I did see like the Game Changers and a couple different videos which brought everything to the limelight. And then I tried local fruits, and that was what really opened my eyes to all the possibility, especially being here in Homestead in South Florida. We can grow all this stuff. So it was like a no-brainer to not transition, especially when I started eating mangoes, because I didn't really eat fruits or vegetables until I was 18.
Wow,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, so I was on the standard American diet my entire life. I was asthmatic, overweight, lethargic, I wasn't full of life. And then when I started eating the fruits, I started exercising, I started taking care of myself, everything started changing. I started feeling better, I had more energy, I was just more lively, more in tune with myself. It was like a big 360 for me, and I haven't looked back.
Wow, and you mentioned the local fruits, like that just does something for you, because I interviewed Doug Evans the other day, and you sent some fruits home to him for me, which was amazing. These like long, weird looking fruits, and I tried them, and then I just noticed after I felt way more alive and electric than I would with like maybe just grocery store fruits. It's a big difference when you grow your food fresh, right?
Yeah, and especially when you're eating from the area. So it's getting pollinated by local bees. It's breathing essentially the same air as we are. The soil is so close by. There's going to be more nutrients in it because it's harvested right here at the source, and you're going to eat it within hours of harvesting it, rather than, let's say, getting some lettuce from the store. It could have been harvested months ago, or who knows how long ago.
Right.
It could have gone through so many hands. It could have been sitting in a refrigerator for who knows how long. The nutrients are going to be depleting. So being able to have fresh vegetables, fresh fruits straight from either your own farm or a local farm, a farm that you can trust, it's just a day and night difference when it comes to nutrition, how it makes you feel, and the flavor, of course.
Yeah, and do you eat like only off the land, everything?
So that would be my ultimate goal, is to be eating 100% from my own land. But I would say I'm about 50 to 70%. I mean, some days I'll only eat from the backyard, but not every day. For instance, I do order lentils, which I sprout myself. And I'll get from other local farmers. And don't get me wrong, every once in a while I might buy some lettuce, like some romaine lettuce, but I get it from people that I trust. Like for instance, I go to Glacier Organic Farms. They have some really good selections there. But yeah, I try to eat as much as I can from the backyard, but I'm not 100% yet.
Yeah, okay. And so are you fully vegan or no, plant-based?
I'm plant-based.
Yeah.
I do sometimes have a little bit of ghee here, there, just personal.
Because you look really good. I was going to ask, like, what are your secrets? Because you look really healthy. You don't look like you're like wasting away, or like you're really looking good.
I think the secrets are, tending to the land. First of all, having my feet in the ground. Grounding is very important. Daily movements, staying hydrated with lots of coconut water, and being plant-based without a doubt has been a huge change for me. I just feel better, and when you feel good from the inside, then you look good on the outside.
And it changes your life on the outside, right? Would you say like going plant-based and changing how you eat on the inside has changed the direction and path of your life?
100%. 100%. I feel way better, and people can pick up on it. Like you're like, oh, you look great. It's like, well, it's because I feel great on the inside because my gut's happy with what I'm eating, and my body tells me right away if I eat something that is overly cooked maybe or like processed. Let's say I go for a splurge day and I eat at a vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
Even that for me is a reminder, like, okay, my gut doesn't like it because it's too processed.
Me too.
It's not locally grown. It's imported. It's just not the same as getting a coconut straight from the tree, or harvesting some cecropias, or eating bananas right off the tree. I mean, the energy that's in that food, it's electrical. I mean, when you try it, you know.
And then it's hard to go back.
If you know, you know.
Because you're like, I feel so good. Why would you want to feel like that again?
Yeah, like that coconut's probably make you feel great right now.
So
right?
good. And you were saying you went to Hypocrates.
Yes.
So if you guys watch the channel, we've had Brian on who runs Hypocrates. We've been there. He sat down in the studio with me. I'll put those down below. And so I'm so interested because at Hypocrates, I think they barely do like next to no fruit. It's like a greens-based like healing program protocol they did. So what was your experience like there?
So it was actually nice. It was different to not be on so much sugar. I mean, I'm a fruit farmer and fruit salesman.
Yeah.
So I eat a lot of fruit. And don't get me wrong, the fruit makes me feel good, but it's good to every once in a while transition off the sugars.
Switch it up.
Yeah, because the sugars are very stimulating. You know, they release dopamine in your brain. They make you feel great. It's like a party. You know, it's like it just feels great. But sometimes it's nice to just tone it down with the sugars, like spending some time at Hippocrates or in your own house. You don't have to go to Hippocrates for it. And just focusing on the greens, focusing on the sprouts, which are very nutrient dense. That's one thing that I learned from Brian, because I was going to all his lectures at Hippocrates, is to tone down the sugars a little bit and really tune into the sprouted grains. Like, that's one thing at Hippocrates is the beautiful buffet that they offer. It's like every sprout that you can think of is on that table. Every color, every texture, every flavor is all there, and almost no sugars. Like, there's a little bit even in these sprouts. I mean, it's a nominal amount, but from his research, he says that in a basic salad, there's enough sugar to sustain the human body. In just a salad.
Wow.
Like, you don't even need the additional fruit sugars.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in these sprouted grains. I mean, they're so nutrient dense. They even have vitamin C and all these different vitamins and antioxidants in the sprouts. So I did feel amazing. I was working out every single day when I was there, doing the hot and the cold plunges. I was working out with Brian in the gym. Brian and Ann were there with me almost every day.
They're machines, and they're like in their 70s.
And that's the beauty, is
and
that they live the lifestyle.
Right? Yeah.
They don't just preach it. They're doing it. And I was there for 3 weeks, and I saw them almost every single day, doing the saunas, doing the working out, whether it's bench pressing or on the elliptical. They're there doing it, and it's really nice to see them living the lifestyle.
Yeah, cool, amazing. Well, anything else you want to share about your journey or anything you think we missed before? I'm excited to get into the tour.
Yeah.
Go around the property, try some unique stuff.
Well, one thing that really led me to becoming a farmer myself is, I would say 11 years ago, I tried my first locally grown banana. And when I tried a locally grown banana 11 years ago, to this day, I haven't bought another imported Chiquita banana.
No
And I eat
way.
bananas almost every single day. Because the flavor is like day and night. It's almost like eating cardboard versus the most amazing thing you could imagine.
So if somebody wants to get into this, like, any tips? So how long have you been doing this for?
It's been about 11 years, but like actually plant-based and very focused, about 10.
Yeah, okay. And fruit farming that long, though?
And fruit farming, a little less time. I've been involved with other farmers, but my own land that I've been farming has been about 6 years.
And it's good
total.
You've turned it into a business too?
Yeah, I've turned it into a business.
Cool.
And honestly, it's because I love it. It's, I'm a realtor. The first thing I did as a job was working as a realtor.
That was my background, yeah.
And I still do that a little bit, but my goals and my focus is plants, whether it's banana trees, mango trees, any type of tree. I sell trees, I sell fruits, and sometimes I even do consultations for people that want to build fruit farms.
Cool.
Yeah.
And any inspiring words for somebody who maybe wants to live a healthier lifestyle? Like, is it worth it? Anything to get somebody motivated if they're having a hard time?
I think one of the most motivating things is being around people that are already living the lifestyle or are also motivated to transition. So having someone in your circle or someone you can just talk to that's doing something similar to what you want to do is really motivating, and it makes things easier.
Good, well said. All right, well, let's tour the farm. I'm so excited.
Absolutely,
Yay.
let's go. This is button ginger, and it produces these edible flowers. So you just plug them off like that, and the whole thing's edible.
You can eat this?
You can eat it.
So I don't even know what shampoo ginger is. Is that just regular ginger?
No, it's a ginger where you can actually wash your hair with it. So you squeeze it, it releases like this soapy sap, and you can wash your hair, and it smells amazing.
Cool.
Hawaiians have been using it.
So this is...
This is button ginger. So it produces these edible flowers. They're a little sweet, a little tart, absolutely delicious.
Cool. Okay, this is unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Like, I've never seen this in my life.
It's so fresh.
Do you just eat these, or do you?
Every single day.
Do people buy these? Oh my gosh.
Well, there's no way to really ship them because they're so perishable. But this is like a treat. Like every time I come in and out of the property, it's sequential. So like every day there's more coming out. So it's something.
This is delicious, you guys. We are missing out. And people say like being plant-based or vegan or like living this lifestyle is boring. There's probably way more varieties of this type of food than there are like Chick-fil-A or mashed potatoes or like, this is insane.
Yeah, there's so much variety when it comes to plant-based, especially tropical plant-based living. So it's like people that are like, oh, you don't eat meat, you don't miss meat. It's like they're eating the same animals every single day. They're eating chicken and cow and pork like every single day.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
This is really good. Okay, cool.
So these right here, this is a Toledo mango.
A Toledo mango? Okay.
Yeah, it's a Cuban mango. It's quite rare. Not a lot of people have this, and it's a little fibrous, but the flavor on it is phenomenal.
Cool.
And these will be ready in a few weeks.
Wow. Okay.
This is a completely fiberless mango known as the Kerry mango. The flavor on it is absurd. I mean, it's so... You haven't had a Kerry?
No.
Oh, I'm going to bless you with a Kerry one of
Do
these
you do
days.
retreats where people come here and they eat off the land with you for like a weekend or no?
I haven't done that yet, but it's something I'm working towards.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, like even if it's just a day trip for people to come and experience, or some tours or
I don't
something.
know, you're making me rethink my whole life. Like, I need to be living like this because you just feel like highest vibe ever eating these foods.
Yeah. There's a lot of opportunities around here. There's a lot of farms.
Yeah, okay, I have to move out here, you guys.
This is a Cushman mango. It's a very old school variety. Not a lot of people are growing it, but these get nice and big, nice size. And I haven't personally had the chance to taste these yet because this is the first season. But from what I've heard, they're quite delicious, and they're big mangoes, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Over here, we have a grafted Sapadilla tree. You can see how short and stout it is, but it's covered in fruit. So this is known as brown sugar fruit. This is a small Indian variety known as the macaque.
Cool.
Very nice. It's almost like eating butterscotch, like so sweet.
Wow.
With butterscotch and maple syrup.
This is like the moringa you hear about, right?
Yeah, the what people turn into powders and stuff. But
oh, wow, no way.
yeah, so you can eat this fresh.
I've heard this is really healthy.
It's very healthy, but you have to be mindful. It can be a little bit like spicy.
Oh.
So if you start with a little bit, if you want to try
like
it.
all this?
I would go a little bit and then we'll share
okay?
this. Yeah.
Okay.
It does, it could feel like a little fiery in the stomach because it's so nutrient dense.
Wow. I'm gonna be a changed woman by the time I leave this farm. Oh, it is spicy.
Yeah, but it's like good spicy. It's almost like ginger, right?
Oh, very much so.
This is peanut butter fruit.
Peanut butter fruit?
Peanut butter fruit. So
this yellow?
Well, this is the flowers. This is gonna turn into red fruits. When they're red, they taste, I would compare it to peanut butter that's mixed with date paste.
I've heard of this.
It's so delicious.
I think I saw you do a reel on this, or I've seen something about this.
Almost everything I have, I've made some reels on. But I make a lot of reels, so they get buried.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So this is a guava tree.
Oh, I love guava.
So the beauty about the guava tree is that not only can you eat the fruits, but the leaves are actually very beneficial as well.
What?
So I make tea with guava leaves every single day.
Cool.
You can even use it to rinse your hair, and it's great for your scalp.
Cool.
So that's one thing about like mango, guava, like a lot of these fruit trees, the leaves are actually very beneficial. Whoa. And they're underutilized.
You would never think.
You would never think. You would think, oh, they have fruits. What else can they give us?
Oh, so there's the guava right there.
Yeah, here's some guavas.
But they're just not done yet.
They're just not done yet. They're maybe like 2 weeks away, especially now that it started raining. A couple of days ago, we got the first rains of the season.
Okay.
So everything's really coming into fruition now.
Wow, cool. Yeah, I like using guava in smoothies or in sorbets.
Yeah, it's
really
one of the highest vitamin C fruits, and it's also very rich in calcium.
Cool.
So here we have a kwai muck. So no fruits on this yet. I planted this from seed a very long time ago, but this is in the family of jackfruit. It's a very small jackfruit. It's about yay big, but you can actually eat the skin and all.
Cool.
And it's like juicy. It's phenomenal.
I love jackfruit. Well, that's cool. How many acres are you on total?
I'm on 1.25 acres.
Oh, wow. You can do a lot on this acre, right?
Yeah, and then I have a whole lot of friends with a lot of acres nearby that I collaborate with. I help manage the farms. I harvest.
Nice. Perfect life.
Yeah. But with 1.25 acres, it's just enough for me to manage it without having to get external help.
Is it a lot of work?
It is a lot of work. You can see like the grass is ready. It's ready to cut. I'll be cutting it either today or tomorrow when time permits. But now that it starts raining, every single week you have to cut the grass or the weeds just take over.
Wow.
And then I do everything organic, so we're not spraying any glyphosate.
Oh, good.
We're not doing anything that makes things easier.
That's
when
good.
you do things organic, there's more hands-on, you know, which is great because I
True.
love hands-on.
Good, yeah, because I know in Florida people love their pesticides. Lots of streets I walk down, it's all
I
you
would
spray.
say-
I'm like, okay.
I would say 95 to 99% of the farms down here are spraying glyphosate. Which, if you
Wow.
don't know what glyphosate is, that's Roundup, and we should not be
Wow.
using Roundup.
That many farms, you think?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
the organic farms down here are slim to none.
Well, how can people order from you if they want to get something?
Fruithunters.com.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll put it down below for you guys too.
Yeah, so we ship fruit all across the United States.
Okay.
So this is one of the gummy worm trees.
Ah,
So this is one that I grafted, that I air layered myself from the mother tree. And these are sequential. So every day you get a couple fruits off them. So that's a gummy worm fruit. We'll find more on the other tree, but this is just like a little teaser.
okay, so I tried this the other day. This has become my new favorite fruit on earth. Like
wanna
this
share this one?
looks like, you think that this looks really weird, right? My daughter was like, that's disgusting. And then I tried it, I'm like, wow,
Oh my gosh, it's like honey.
this is so good.
To me,
This
it's
is
like
the best
figs,
fruit.
right?
What's it called again?
𝒔𝒂𝒂𝒊𝒕𝒉𝒈𝒊𝒍𝒍𝒊𝒂𝒏 is the scientific name, or gummy worm fruit is a simple way.
Do you know what it's good for or anything or no?
It's
so
actually
good.
really high in protein. So as you chew it, do you notice like the little seeds cracking on your teeth?
Mm-hmm.
So it's loaded with seeds. So those seeds actually give you protein. And it probably has a whole bunch of other benefits, but I think it's understudied. There's not a lot of information.
Understudied, under everything, because like I've never heard of this. I'm sure have you guys heard of this? Let me know. You guys got to try. You sell this too, I think, right? You guys got to
I
order
freeze
some.
dry them and I sell them dried. Because
This
they're
is
too
like,
delicate. to
it's
ship.
funny because sometimes like the most unattractive things just have like the best taste, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Even the leaves of this, I've heard that you can boil the leaf, and then if you have like respiratory problems, you can put the wet, hot leaf on your chest, and it opens up your bronchial system. So it allows you to breathe better when you're having like breathing problems or mucus, and it's like an old remedy, you know?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So cool.
So these are a couple of different mango trees. This is
Okay.
a Mahashanook.
Yeah.
This is a Thai variety.
Yeah.
You can see how beautiful these are.
Oh, cool.
They get a little longer, and then when they're ready, they actually blush a beautiful yellow, orange, and red.
Whoa, nice.
They're really, really nice. A completely fiberless mango
So cool.
with a very thin seed, so there's a lot of flesh to seed ratio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen one like that.
Well, you need to come back during mango season so you can try
Yeah,
some
for
good stuff.
sure. Oh, look at this pretty little tree.
Which one? This one?
What's this
Oh,
one?
so this is a kumquat.
Oh, I've heard of these before.
Yeah, so you can pick like the most orange one that you see.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, you can go with this one.
Okay.
So give it a little wipe because there is some calcium that builds up because the water is hard here.
Do you have to peel it and stuff?
No, so this is a
Oh,
citrus.
yeah, you
You
just
can
eat
eat
it
the
like this?
entire thing.
I can
It
just eat the
starts
whole
off
thing.
very sour and then it goes sweet because the skin is sweet.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, there's so much flavor.
Isn't it?
Are you sure I can eat this skin?
Absolutely, yeah. I eat them almost every single day.
It's really good. Wow,
Doesn't it sweeten up as you chew it?
it's nice. Oh, really good.
So much vitamin C.
Mm.
So I guess we'll skip over some things because there's a lot.
Sure, yeah.
It'll be like a 3-hour video.
Yeah,
to do
whatever you
everything.
think is most, unique.
Yeah. So this here's a black sapote tree. You can see the black sapote sitting, which is really it's really fun because we just had a whole fruit set in December. I was harvesting fruit from November to December, and then we're starting with another set of fruit now. So we have 2 hits every year, and this is a very heavy bearer. I don't know if you ever had black sapote, but that's also called chocolate pudding fruit.
Well, Doug sent something to my house that was, I think, Mama Sapote, or what's it called?
Mame sapote, yeah.
That was delicious.
That's a different one.
Okay, no, I haven't had this one.
So this one they call it chocolate pudding fruit because the inside is like chocolate dark. It's in between brown and black, and it tastes almost like chocolate pudding or like a chocolate cake. Phenomenal,
Wow.
phenomenal. I'll send you home with one today.
Yeah, I would love that. Thanks. Cool. This is what we should be learning about, I'm 42 to learn about these trees. We should be learning about this when we're like 3 and 6,
When we're little
right?
kids, yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be a really neat thing is to have groups of kids come through here.
Yeah, it
And then we
would.
can educate the kids so that we
Yeah.
plant seeds from a young age.
It's important.
So then this is an ice cream bean tree. And you can see here, this is one of the ice cream beans that has set. Very tasty fruit, and what's really neat about this plant is it's great chop and drop, which means it's easy. It's very good to cut back and lay the leaves on the ground.
That's it?
Yeah, it'll get
Wow.
much bigger, and
Yeah.
then when it's nice and swollen, that's when it's ready to harvest. So this is
Cool.
still maybe about a month away. They take a little while to ready up.
Cool.
And this is also a nitrogen fixing tree. So it actually helps all the trees around it. It puts nitrogen back into the ground and fixes the soil.
Do you deal with a lot of animals coming here, like rats and
There's a
different things?
coyote that lives in the back over there, and he, I had chickens at one point just because chickens are cool, and, and it ate all my chickens.
Yeah.
Wow. But there's been mice, but I do have cats that eat the mice. So, you know, I like creating an ecosystem.
Yeah.
The cats protect the farm.
True.
This is a wax jambu. It's a 𝒔𝒂𝒗𝒆. It's also known as wax apple, wax jambu. It's kind of mild tasting. It's very watery, nice and crunchy. It's great for like a day today that's so hot. You just come and eat one. There might be one in the back we could try.
Okay.
Just some bamboo. Bamboo shoots are always edible, but you do have to cook them.
Wow.
Yeah. So bamboo.
And then you can use the actual bamboo for a lot of things,
Oh
right?
yeah, you could all sorts of things. It's like lumber.
Build a guest house back here.
Build
That's
a guest
stuff,
house.
right?
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh wow, this is my favorite. This was the same as the front, right?
Yeah. So
Okay,
this one
these are my
past
absolute
This
favorite.
one's right here. This one's
Oh,
prime.
that one's not good.
It went, so they're so fast that if you don't pick them every day, you lose some.
No way.
Yeah, every single day I'm harvesting fruit.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like it's unreal. Like I have to pinch myself every time because it's like how is this real?
Wow.
So a really nice shot right here would be just pulling all of them down. So you pull them to get like the stems out from the middle, and then all that comes out is edible.
Beautiful.
All that's edible right there. Oh look, there's a spider.
Oh wow. These are delicious. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
But I guess they can't be in the grocery store and stuff, right? Because they have to be eaten really quick,
You have to eat this right now, and the only other thing you could do is dehydrate them, and then they would have a shelf life like that, which is what I do. I freeze dry them.
And they still have a similar type flavor when you do that?
So I think we can even get like some, look at all that juice.
Wow.
You want another one?
Yeah, thank you. I saw a reel, I think, where you put some lime juice in these.
Made them sour gummy worms.
Oh, I heard that was pretty good.
It was really good.
Yeah. Wow. That's my favorite fruit ever.
Now, how did the spider get back on me?
It's looking for that juice.
Yeah. Oh, it left a string.
So this tree produces a lot, like.
Yeah, like every single day. So I think these were actually a little over. It tasted a little more sour than
Still
usual.
good to me.
Yeah. But every single day we're harvesting some. So this is just like my little, what I like to call my coconut alley. I have a few different coconuts here. They're just starting to produce. You can see this is one of the first fruits. I have another tree over there that has a bunch of them that basically have to bend over to harvest them.
Oh,
They're
cool.
so
So
low.
these are all coconuts on both
All
sides.
coconuts that I planted, yeah.
Oh, good idea.
And then in between is galanga, which is a family of the ginger. It's very nice, a very good flavor. Very similar to ginger, but the flavor slightly different.
Yeah.
Very important in Thai cuisine.
Nice.
This is Mamey Americana. They call it mammy apple. I'm thinking it's maybe 2 years away from the first fruit.
You're from Florida originally?
Yeah, born and raised in Miami.
Oh, nice. Born and raised in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. My hometown now.
How about yourself? Where were you born?
Canada.
Nice.
I'm from Toronto.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
I moved
cool.
down here last August.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I love it.
I mean, look at this. Look
I
at
love
the sunshine.
it. My
yeah.
dad was from here. He lived here, so I love it.
Awesome.
Yep.
So this is green sapote. It's family to the mamey sapote that you had. It's a little smaller. I personally think this one's nicer. It's a little sweeter.
Cool.
This is rose apple. We can probably, yeah, there's some right here.
And it shows what you can do on like an acre, right? People probably think
Oh
you
my
need
gosh,
like
you can do so much.
many acres to do something
You
like
don't.
this, but you're really
You don't.
maximizing the land.
Yeah.
And any tips for somebody who wants to get started?
I think to get started, let me see where to start. I guess first
That's a
you
big
need
thing
to
to get
secure
into.
the land. You know, find the right spot, and do your homework about the land. You know, because not all land's created equal. Some of them could have been farmed extensively. You know, they can have
Bad soil, right?
They can have bad soil that's been either depleted or too many inputs have been put in, maybe too much glyphosate over time, too much copper. So do your due diligence and make sure that you're getting a clean slate of land. Or, you know, build it up. If you have no choice and you have to start with a piece of land like that, then build it up and do your due diligence and get your soil tested to make sure that you have clean soil to start. These are rose apples. These are also 𝒔𝒂𝒗𝒆. Really nice flavor on these. It's like eating sweet rose water. So you eat everything.
Classy.
Yeah, and then look, if you shake it, I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. They have a shaking seed on the inside.
Wow. Oh, those are ready?
Yeah, wait, these are a little wormy.
Wormy?
Yeah.
Oh, there's worms in them?
Yeah, these pass through a little bit. Let me get this one, I think. Since I don't spray, that happens. You know?
Yeah. Still better not to spray and deal with that.
I would much rather deal with worms and chemicals.
Because who knows what those sprays really do to us and our nervous system and our
so
gut.
this one's clean.
Oh, beautiful. Wow.
So it tastes like sweet
So you just
rose
eat the whole
water.
thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow. This is like I'm at the spa. It tastes exactly like sweet rose water. I feel like taking a bath and watching The Notebook, even though I don't watch The Notebook. That's nice.
Isn't it?
See, life is about all these different things and having
flavors.
different things all the time. That's good for your gut microbiome, right?
Yes,
Too, right?
yes. So 𝒔𝒂𝒗𝒆s are known to be really good for us to be able to digest sugars better, which a lot of people have problems digesting sugars.
That's nice.
That's breadfruit. I don't know if you've ever had breadfruit.
I've heard of breadfruit.
Yeah, so it's not something you typically eat raw. It's typically cooked or roasted.
Yeah.
I like to wait until it's ripe, and then when I cook it, it tastes like a sweet Hawaiian bread.
Oh.
It's phenomenal. But you can eat it ripe if it's mushy soft. However, I tend to prefer it cooked.
I know Hawaii is big for this stuff. Have you ever thought of relocating to Hawaii, or are you happy here?
I have visited Hawaii. I love visiting Hawaii. Don't get me wrong.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. The mountains and
So
the different
nice.
climates. Yeah. And the people, very friendly over there.
It's like heaven on earth there. Like
Yeah.
everything's like, wow, literally rainbows all the time.
It's
just
it's
like
phenomenal.
what?
I didn't want
But-
to leave. Yeah.
When we were in Hawaii, I got a watermelon, 33 bucks.
Oh, wow.
Pineapple, 24 bucks. I'm
Yes.
not even making up these prices.
Yeah.
I was like, no wonder Christina's growing all her own food and everybody, because like you have to at these prices, right?
Or know the network of farmers and become part of the community.
Because it's pretty, but best fruit ever.
Yes, without a doubt, the quality
Yeah.
is amazing. That's an ackee tree. It's Jamaica's national fruit or national dish is ackee and saltfish. So
Okay.
it's this really interesting fruit that is high in fat and protein content. Most people haven't tried it, but it actually tastes like cheese.
So did you sort of watch your fat content? I can't remember if we talked about it, but what does like a day of eating look like for you and a day in the life?
So a day of eating, I typically start eating around 11 a.m. I do intermittent fasting. So I have an eating window between 11 a.m. and 5 or 6 p.m., just depending on the day. I feel like having a smaller eating window is great for our bodies. It gives us a chance to rest and our digestive system can work. Because a lot of people overload their digestive system, especially eating too late in the day.
Yeah.
You want to leave at least a window of 3 to 4 hours before going to bed so you can digest. Because when you're sleeping, that's when you're eliminating waste and you're digesting. So you really don't want to go to sleep with a big full belly.
No.
That's probably one of the worst things we could do.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then regarding the fat content, I actually have a high fat diet because I have a lot of coconut meat.
Yeah. And it's working.
Yeah, I feel like fats are good for the body, but you definitely can overdo it. I feel like you need to be careful and not to overdo it, but I think we need to have a healthy balance of fats, especially a balance of omega-3, 6, and 9. That's why I really like my hemp seeds, which have a perfect balance for that. The human body and hemp seeds, they go hand in hand when it comes to omegas.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I agree. And when are avocados in season? Not till the fall, right? Or winter? Or are they?
Actually, I have, not on this farm, but my buddy has a variety called the Aru.
Yeah?
And we're going to start harvesting the Aru in about 2 weeks.
Oh, cool.
We're
okay.
almost like 11 to 10 months out of the year we're harvesting avocados. There's that many varieties.
Cool, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're kind of all season.
Pretty much.
Oh.
And that's another fruit that adds a lot of fat to my diet, avocados.
But when you're eating them fresh off a tree, like, come on, right?
Yeah. So this here is a 𝒔𝒂𝒗𝒆. This is a wax jambu. Now that they have the color, they're ready to harvest. They're slightly astringent, mildly sweet, but it's also another fruit that's really good for helping us digest sugars. And the astringency is always good for the body. Very hydrating, very crunchy. You can take a bite out of that.
You just eat it like an apple?
Yeah, take a bite together.
Oh, wow. Oh, how nice. What a nice flavor. So fresh. Look at that.
But I don't know if you pick up that slight astringency.
I do. That's nice.
I feel like they clean the teeth, like when you bite this crunchy.
That's what real food does, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You want to try?
That's delicious.
Very hydrating. So like when you're out working on the farm, you're all sweaty, you come and eat one of these and you just get all that hydration back.
Yeah.
These are...
That's the thing, like these foods, all these real foods are high in water content, hydration.
Yes.
So it just feeds your cells and makes you feel good. Like you were saying, energized, versus if you're eating like a lot of the cooked food now just is
Then you have
void
to
of
rehydrate.
all water, right?
Yeah. So like typically if I'm cooking foods, I'm pushing water back into the foods. I don't really like putting things in the oven and dehydrating foods that much. This is a butterfly pea.
Oh, it's that. I have powder. It's butterfly pea protein powder. Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
And then it turns my drinks blue. So that's where it comes from.
Right there. So you can eat that flower raw.
Wow.
And this is also another herb or flower that's extremely good for helping us digest sugars. So this
No way.
Yeah, this is extremely good at that. So you could just eat the whole thing. So one big thing for me,
I shouldn't stand under the coconut tree. Is it gonna fall on my head?
It is dangerous. It is actually standing on a coconut tree is quite dangerous.
Yeah, we were talking yesterday about how there's some deaths a year with people just getting hit by coconuts,
Without a doubt. I mean, I go to coconut farms that there's hundreds of trees like this. So technically, I'm risking my life every time I go out harvesting, but nothing's ever happened to me. And you know, knock on wood.
No, it won't. Knock on whatever. Okay.
But
so what's a sprouted coconut?
So sprouted coconuts, when they fall naturally, basically coconuts are giant seeds. So this is a sprouted coconut. You can see the sprout emerging from the coconut, and this will eventually turn into another coconut tree. However, at this stage, the water turns into an edible sponge, and the fat begins to emulsify. This is one of my favorite foods. Sometimes I eat 3 or 4 in a day.
I would think this would be gone bad, no?
No, this is you've never tried it?
No. So this is a sprouted coconut. What are the benefits of a sprouted coconut?
Well, like all grains and seeds, when you sprout, you actually activate a lot of enzymes and you multiply the available nutrients. So Brian Clement from Hippocrates was teaching that you go anywhere from 30 to 50 times more nutrients when you sprout things.
Wow.
And I think this is also another thing that hasn't been studied quite extensively. So there might still be a lot of enigma left on what's actually the benefits of this.
And does it taste good, sprouted coconut?
Oh, it's my favorite. I love it so much. But like I said, they're all a little different. So you can't always expect the same flavor. And that's what makes it so fun, because you're always getting something different, you know? Oh my God.
Oh, wow. That looks delicious. That looks incredible.
So then everything in there is edible. So these are sprouted coconuts, and this is Jillian's first time ever trying a sprouted coconut.
Okay, I can just use my hands?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really spongy. It feels like a sponge, or like drywall.
This is also called Queen's bread. So back in ancient times in Hawaii, only the royal family was allowed to eat this.
Okay, this is good. Where has this been all my life?
This is a really nice one.
Oh, wow. What are the benefits again of sprouted coconut?
It's high in enzymes, and
That's right.
I feel like there's not enough research to actually know what's better about a sprouted coconut than a regular coconut, but I'll let you know, it makes me feel really good.
I feel better already. That's so good.
So it's not just edible, this has emulsified coconut fat. So you can just scoop it up with your nail right here and put it right on your skin. And this is one of the best moisturizers that you don't have to do anything to get, just a sprouted coconut. And I lay out, I tan with this, it prevents me from getting sunburn, moisturizes my skin. I love it. So this is a mature red banana bunch. So you can see the beautiful color on them. They just have a little bit of calcium because I do overhead irrigation. But these are ready to harvest. We can harvest the whole bunch. But look, you can take this one home with you and it'll ripen up.
Wow,
When
thank you.
it's perfectly soft, that's when you eat it.
So what's the difference between this banana and like the one we buy at the store?
So
oh, yeah?
the flavor on that is phenomenal. The flesh is like a slight orange-pink hue to it. And it's just much richer, or going to be much more nutrient dense because you're getting it at peak ripeness. Typically, the bananas that you get in a store, like Chiquita bananas, they harvest them green and they artificially gas them when they come in.
No way.
So they're not even ripening naturally. They put them in gas chambers with ethylene gas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they would never turn yellow because they harvested too young.
See, that's just weird.
So then these are full term. So this within a week or less is going to naturally ripen with its natural ethylene that it releases from the inside.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in luck. Like, I don't know if you want to get a nice shot of harvesting it.
Oh, wow.
So this is a Roxburgh fig. It's a wild jungle fig that comes from India. So it's never been cultivated.
Yeah.
This is an unadulterated wild fig. So, and it's unlike any other fig. So look how big they get. They grow at the base of the tree.
Incredible. I love, there's so many benefits to figs too, right?
Maybe,
look at that, stunning.
Maybe let's open this in the sun. So just take the stem off, and then this is a treat right here.
It's a real fig.
Yeah. So I typically don't eat the skin on this one.
Yeah.
Because the skin's a little tough.
So you just eat the inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Smells delicious.
Want to try? Welcome.
That's nice. That's way different than any fig I've ever had. That's good.
They're all different. Sometimes they're a little sweeter than others.
That's good. This
So it
is
has
called, what's it called again?
Tongan spinach.
Tongan
Or
spinach.
belly plant. Has a lot of names. Or edible leaf okra. And then they're completely
can just
edible.
eat it like
yeah,
that?
just like that.
Huh.
And even the old leaves, they don't get bitter or anything. You can eat them when they're older. The young ones are obviously a little more tender.
It's actually really good. It tastes delicious.
Yeah. I eat this almost every single day.
Because it's nice to have the greens and the fruit, you know? Like, could you live off of just fruit? Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've done fruit for weeks at a time.
And that feels good too.
It feels
nice
great.
to have the
It feels
greens
great.
too.
Yeah, because this is giving chlorophyll, which the fruit typically doesn't do.
And then this is another type of banana, right? There?
Yeah, so this is a seeded banana. This is a variegated namwa, which I ordered from Thailand a long time ago. It has more seeds than edible flesh. So typically it's not something that, it's more of like a show and tell type of banana rather than something I really look forward to eating.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And this one's cool back here. You showed me this
Yeah.
one before. This is beautiful.
So this here is a giant granadilla. It's in the passion fruit family. It weighs as much as a small melon. And what's nice about this is it's not just the pulp that you eat. It has a very thick rind, and the rind can be juiced. So I'm probably going to be running this through a nama juicer.
Smart. So what's your favorite part of living like this? Like, what's the best part of living like this?
Well, the best part about living like this is being able to come into my own backyard and eat all the different things that I have. It's like,
Talk about saving money too, right?
Yeah.
I just thought about that, especially these days.
yeah, if you go to the store, I mean, everything's expensive. Whether you're buying lettuce or a tomato, I mean, it's all expensive. And you don't really know where it's coming from.
No, or what they're doing to it.
Yeah, it says USA or Mexico, but what type of farm? What are their practices? Do they really care? You know?
Yeah.
And how many hands did it come through? You know, how many, from the farmer to the store, how many hands did it go through? How many trucks did it get on? How many planes? Or, you know, we just don't know. How long ago was it picked?
True.
As soon as you cut something from source, whether it's a tomato or lettuce, like it starts to degrade the second it's cut. So it's important to cut it and eat it right away.
And that's what you're doing. It's a big difference. Like the effect you feel on the food, eating them fresh off the tree,
Yeah.
and like the just electricity and the vibration is so different than when you shop at the grocery store like I do. I can see the difference eating today.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for this tour. This has
You're
been
welcome.
amazing. If there's anything else you want to share with the viewers before we end off, any words of inspiration or anything you think we missed, go ahead. And if not, that's okay too. And let everybody know where they can find you, and I'll put it below.
Yep. So you can find us on fruithunters.com, and then we're also Fruit Hunters CEO on Instagram, Fruit Hunters on YouTube, Fruit Hunters on TikTok, and Facebook as well.
Perfect name. I love it. Fruit Hunters. It's
Yeah,
so true. This
it's
place
what-
is
it's what I
great.
do.
Well, thanks, Sal. You're awesome.
you.
Thanks for inviting us. And I hope you
Likewise.
guys enjoyed this video. It's so fun, so different, something we've never done. And I'll put a great video on the screen right now as well for you guys to continue watching. And be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.